Okay, let me show you again how fast it is to cut it. I've already peeled it, except for that piece right there. So here we go. Again, we're going down. Sometimes it helps me to see things a couple times. This time we're cutting the onion for the potatoes. Just going across, turning it over. We're done with that. Cross, cross, cross. I like to leave the onion together, then turn it the other way and go the other direction. With potatoes, I don't cut them too small, the onions, unless I'm having company over. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the skillet. Alright, I've got the skillet on medium, number 6. Now, I've rinsed off my potato. Wanted to show you how I cut a potato. I leave the peel on. There's actually a lot of more vitamins and nutrients in the peel, so I rinsed it off really good. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Now, if you are trying to cook it very quickly, my sister-in-law, Coco, showed me a way to cut it quickly in a way that you can, well, not cutting it quickly, but cutting it in a way so that it cooks fast. So if you could either shred it into hash browns, or you can go like this, like let's say, and the potatoes will cook in like 10 minutes. It's really amazing. But when you have those big chunks, plan on it taking a long time. And then you just go like that. Yes, it's a little bit of more work, but if you got a good knife, by the way, I use Chicago cutlery. You can find them at JCPenney, Target, and also Walmart. Good knife. Let me show that to you right there. Alright. That's the chef knife. I'm going to go ahead and start adding these potatoes in. The reason why I put the onions in first, because I wanted to add flavor to the oil, and then the flavor to just the oil, flavored oil, will make the food taste really good. And if you're waking up in the morning and you want to have a nice meal for your family, then you can cut these really small. You can also do baked breakfast potatoes too. We love that over here. And then you cook them on 400 and they're done in about 20 minutes, depending on how you like them. And so this is how you would do this. Just wanted to show you one way. Then you cut these little squares thin. And see, it doesn't take that long. While you're cutting, you could be listening to the Bible, your YouVersion app. While you're cooking, listening to gospel music, and it'll just make the time go by really fast. And see, it hasn't even been 5 minutes, and that was a pretty huge potato that I just did. And then think about the joyous time you and your family are going to be having. Sometimes we can work so much and keep so busy that we don't take that time as a family to sit down and connect. It's so important. We're normally connecting with our cell phones, our video games, our jobs, our friends, and not our family. And it's so important. I mean, it's good to connect with your friends, but it's so important that we connect with each other. I'm going to go ahead and continue cutting these up. Okay, now we're here and we are working on the potatoes now. Ooh, they're going to be so good. I can't wait. So, we've cut all the potatoes up. We've got them in the skillet here. Just mixing them through the onions and everything. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh my goodness. So we've mixed it all through. That looks great. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the seasonings. That was about 3 potatoes. I'm adding some Himalayan salt. It comes out real, these are really small, so not that much comes out. I'm going to add some onion powder. I like to add a lot. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. That onion powder was maybe a tablespoon or something like that, or half a tablespoon. And then about a couple of teaspoons of garlic or so. And then I'm going to put, I love putting this in, this is the Tony's Chachere's original Creole seasoning. You can just use seasoning salt. I just add a little bit. It makes it a little spicy, and it's just got really good flavors in it. Now I'm going to mix this through. And then here's how the potatoes are going to cook really fast. I'm going to put the top on. You can add black pepper or cayenne pepper. I try to not use too much black pepper. There's a lot of different researches out on black pepper, and so some say there's medicinal value in it. Some say that it doesn't digest properly. So some say if you take it with turmeric, it helps for it to get through your body correctly, makes it soluble. So I don't know, but anyway, to each his own. There's so much out there, so much research. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. You know, my mom would always use these unconventional measuring things. And so let's just say about 1/4 water. And that's going to help to steam the potatoes. Instead of adding a whole bunch of oil, you'll add water. So I'm going to put the top on here. And we're going to let that steam for about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, until the best way to know is when you're able to put a fork in the potato and it just goes right in there, because the goal is to get the inside soft, kind of like a mashed potato, and the outer part like a crispy French fry or something like that, or chicken. So I like the outer part really crispy. So I start with the steam, and then I take the top off, and I keep flipping the potatoes and letting them brown, and the onions caramelizing a little bit, and it just makes for a great breakfast potatoes to your meal. Okay, we're going to check on these potatoes. I took the top off. See, they're already getting crispy. We're going to run our fork through here. Yep, it's soft. So now I can keep the top off, and see, I didn't have to add a lot of oil to it. And then the whole goal is you don't want to smash the potatoes down. You just want to flip them, keep flipping them until they turn crispy on each side. So we're going to leave the top off now and keep flipping them.